Welcome to the VidConcierge Show, the podcast that helps health professionals master their delivery, speak with clarity, and show up on camera like the trusted expert they are. In each episode, you'll learn practical techniques and expert insights to elevate how you communicate on video so your message lands, your presence connects, and more people see you as the trusted authority in your field. Let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to the VidConcierge Show. I'm your host, Dr. Walter Salubro. Let me ask you this. Do you think that your authority on camera comes exclusively from what you say? Well, of course, your message matters and matters a lot. But here's something that's super important. The way you sit or stand can completely change whether the viewer sees you as a credible authority or as someone who is unsure of themselves. So your posture and your presence of how you position yourself is just as important as what you say. And in fact, in some cases can be more important, because the reality is your posture is speaking before your words ever reach the viewer's ears. If your posture portrays the wrong thing, trust drops instantly. If your posture portrays the right thing, you win attention and confidence before you even begin. So today we're going to talk about posture and presence techniques and how to use your posture to elevate your status as the go-to expert in your field and also in your viewer's mind. So why does posture and your stance, your presence on camera even matter? Your body naturally reflects your mental state. So if you're tense, distracted, or even feel unsure that moment, it shows in your posture. The viewer might not consciously see it or notice it, but subconsciously, they're reading your posture and your body language, and they're deciding if they can trust you or not, and if they should continue watching your video. So the techniques I'm about to show you today in this episode, they're designed to help you adjust your physical posture, your presence, in a way that quote unquote tricks your brain into feeling more confident. In turn, this is going to make you appear more authoritative and keep your viewers engaged and watching. Technique number one in this episode is called the authority stance. Now, as I said in previous episodes, I like to deliver my video content in a standing position. There have been occasions where I've done seated, so you can do seated as well, but most time I'm standing. So if you're standing, imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head towards the ceiling. So upwards, if you're thinking about the Cartesian coordinates, it would be upwards in the positive y-axis direction. And when you do this, keep your shoulders relaxed, but keep your back and your feet about hip width apart. So the weight is distributed evenly on both feet. Now, why does this help? Why does this work? Well, this upright posture keeps you balanced and keeps your stance stable. So it signals confidence, stability, readiness. The viewer sees someone who is physically grounded and assumes their message will be grounded also, which makes it more trustworthy. Now, standing too narrow or even too wide, which I don't think anyone really does that, but that can make you look tense or rigid. So you don't want to be doing that, standing too narrow, too wide. And that's why the authority stance works, because it keeps you in that sweet spot of control and also approachability on how you appear on camera. Number two, the power sit. So if you decide to sit while you deliver content, here's some things you can think about. Do not slump into your chair. Don't slump back in that relaxed position. You want to be sitting forward at the edge of the chair with both feet planted firmly on the floor. Keep your back straight, upright, and you can also lean in slightly. It keeps you engaged with the viewers. It keeps them invited to your message, so it keeps them wanting to hear your message. And that's why it works. So leaning forward by just even 5 to 10 degrees makes the viewer feel like you're talking directly to them in a personal way. It draws them in. Try it out. You see how that works. If you lean back, you're going to look more relaxed. Now, you may be tempted to lean back in your chair because it feels really relaxed, but on camera, it reads completely different. It's going to project disinterest and may even give a sense of superiority. So it's kind of a power move to be leaning back while you're sitting. So this tiny forward lean will change everything about how you're perceived and how you're trusted on camera and in your video. Technique number 3. The invisible level line. Now, this is important, and it's something that I talk to my clients a lot about, and also I make sure that I do this diligently, so it's super important. You want your eyes, so when you're recording, you want your eyes to meet the camera lens at a horizontal level. So what this means is that your camera should be positioned so you're not looking up and you're neither looking down. Okay, so you're not looking up like you're craning up and you're not looking down. Both of those extremes will weaken your authority subconsciously. Now, you want to keep your camera where the camera lens is at eye level. Why does this work? This eye level position creates a natural, comfortable connection with the viewer. It's as if you're speaking directly to someone in person. It's very important. I highly recommend this. Looking down can make it feel like you're talking at them, at the viewer, instead of with them. You want to always appear as you're having a conversation with that one person watching your video. Looking up can make it seem like you're in a less authoritative position. Again, this is all subconscious. And it's almost as if you're seeking permission or approval from the viewer. That's what happens when you look up. It's very subtle, but it does weaken your presence. So raise your camera, your tripod, so the camera lens is at level with your eyes. And you'll notice an immediate improvement in how engaged you are and how confident you come across. One more technique, okay? So number 4, anchor movements. Whether you're seated or standing, make your movements start from your core, okay, the center of your body. Avoid restless feet, leaning or swaying from side to side. Definitely don't tap or swing your pen. None of that stuff. Keep your hands in a neutral resting position. And we talked about this in previous episodes. And use them when you're trying to emphasize something, like a gesturing at a certain point. You're animating a certain point with your gesture. And again, I've mentioned this speaker and this author in past episodes. His name is Brian Tracy, one of my favorite authors and trainers and speakers. If you ever watch any of his on-stage presentations and deliveries, he is masterful at delivering a presentation. And even though it's in a live audience, it projects really, really well on camera. And I like to use that as a reference. So if you ever see any of Brian Tracy's on-stage videos and delivery, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's very anchored with his stance, his position, his posture, and his hand motions. It's very mesmerizing, actually, very engaging. And that's why this works, because these controlled movements convey intentionality. Your audience perceives it as precise and measured, and they see it as something of value, and they see you as someone worth listening to. Okay, so your action steps. Remember, every episode in the VidConcierge show, you will get action steps. Do these action steps. If you're a content creator that wants to get your message out to the masses and expand your reach and your brand and increase your level of authority using video content on a platform like YouTube, we build YouTube channels for our VidConcierge clients. I want you to master your on-camera presence and your video delivery, your content delivery on video. So you need to practice these techniques. So action step number 1, record yourself delivering a short message, both standing and sitting. Now, watch it with the sound off, and we've done this before with other action steps. You want to observe your posture, observe your body language, observe your gestures. All these things are coming together now. All these episodes have techniques that kind of lead into each other and can be merged together. Now, look at yourself standing and look at yourself sitting with the sound off. Which posture makes you look more authoritative? Make note of that, and then you keep doing the one that makes you look more authoritative. For me, I like standing. Number 2, adjust your setup so your camera is exactly at eye level for your chosen posture, whether you're standing or sitting. Very important. Okay, you have to use your tripod, your extender on your tripod, and make sure the camera lens is right at eye level. And you can also go back and look at some of your previously recorded videos that you've posted on YouTube or other platforms and see if you're looking down or looking up. Number 3, practice leaning in 5 to 10 degrees, either seated or standing. So you can practice both or one or the other. And see how this leaning forward position changes your presence. Always remember, your posture is not just about looking professional. It is about creating an instant subconscious connection that literally tells the viewer, hey, I'm the leader. I'm here for you. I can help you. Okay, so what's coming up in the next episode? We're going to cover lighting, framing, and what your face communicates on camera. So again, all these episodes are coming together. Okay, in this VidConcierge show. So we're going to cover what your face looks like on camera even before you speak. How important is that? This is going to be another game changer episode for you and your on-camera presence. As always, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next episode. That's it for today's episode of the VidConcierge show. Always remember, how you show up on camera shapes how people see you. So keep practicing. Keep showing up and keep leaning into the role as the trusted expert. If you got value from this episode, take a moment to rate it, review it, and subscribe. It really helps the show grow. And if you want a free audit of your YouTube channel, that's by me, head over to www.valtoriamedia.com/audit. Your personalized channel audit will show you what's working on your channel, what's missing, and what to fix next, so you get more visibility and authority with your videos. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time on the VidConcierge show.